Players looking for a wide fit and extra cushioning, look no further. This is the Babolat SFX4 shoe review. Featuring the thickest ortholite insole that Babolat offers, the Babolat SFX4 is all about comfort. The midsole is equipped with extra cushion technology developed specifically for the SFX4 model, providing more cushioning than with previous versions and giving you maximum shock absorption. The fit is designed for wider feet with a generous amount of room in the forefoot, while a padded tongue and mesh upper add to the plushness and ventilation. On the medial side of the forefoot, there is rubber drag protection, and the Michelin rubber outsole supplies a great combination of traction and durability.
As a wide-footed playtester, I've always enjoyed the SFX line of shoes for their wider fit, but it's not too often I get a shoe where I have to cinch laces up so tight that my eyelids are nearly touching, but that is the case here with this shoe. This is probably the most wide-fitting SFX shoe I've tried to date, and because of that, I wasn't getting the most locked-in fit and feel. When I was moving around on court, I was getting some sliding within the shoe, so I was getting a bit of rubbing on my pinky and my big toes. As for the stability, I feel like it is very similar to the SFX3. There's plenty of mesh in the uppers, which is great for ventilation, but it doesn't make for the most rigid upper. But if you're not a huge mover, I wouldn't say it's too big of a deal. I think the biggest standout feature with this shoe is just the overall comfort and cushioning of the shoe. The underfoot cushioning is really nice and plush, and the uppers have plenty of mesh, so there is no pinch points with it at all. Overall, I think if you have an E, 2E, or even a 3E width foot and really want a lot of cushioning, you're gonna enjoy this one.
So this shoe did a lot of things right for me. It's really well cushioned, and then I like the mesh on top for its ventilation, and it's also allowing me to move my toes a little bit, which I like as well. And it's got a wider fit as well. So a lot of the shoes that I've been testing out lately have either had one of those things. This shoe has all three of those, so I really liked it. And then I have also read a few critiques about the weight of this shoe. I don't mind it. I think it adds a lot to the stability of it, which again, because it's so well cushioned and everything, I think the addition of that stability is really good. The one thing that was a knock for me is that I found a little bit of toe jamming, and I still have it a little bit, but that also made me think about trying out a slightly smaller size, or maybe half a size down, or maybe a full size down. I haven't tried it yet, so I really would want to. And I think that will solve most of the problems I've had. But otherwise, I really like the shoe. The cushioning, the ventilation, all of these things combined make it a really good shoe. So if you're looking for any of those qualities in just one whole shoe, definitely check out the SFX4.
I'm going to reflect much of what the playtester said in the previous interviews. Out of the box, this shoe checked most of the boxes in terms of positives, what I like out of a shoe. The comfort was there, underfoot cushioning was great, and then the upper definitely provided a decent amount of support. It is a soft shoe, but great ventilation. I was able to use the lacing system to get a really good fit out of it. It is a wider shoe. Traction seemed to be great as well. Stability overall. Again, it's a slightly wider shoe, so I had a really good wide platform to run around, change direction on. And in particular, what I noticed, I know everyone was saying it's a little bit of a wider shoe. I don't have the widest foot, but it is kind of wide in the mid, so I really felt like that's where the shoe was biggest. Length as well was good for me. I wear an 11 for most of these playtest shoes, and it didn't change for this one either. I will speak for some of my friends who have kind of the larger foot and or wider foot type besides Manish, and a lot of my friends will mention to me, because I work here at Tennis Warehouse, that there just aren't a lot of good shoe options for them. This one here, excellent shoe option for that player with the wider and or larger foot type.
If you followed our shoe reviews in the past, one thing that I oftentimes talk about with the shoes is I'm looking for more midsole cushioning or underfoot cushioning, especially in the forefoot. And I would say what the SFX4 Babolat delivers with cushioning. The extra cushion technology is great. I have plenty of cushioning in the heels. There's definitely that soft plush feel in the forefoot. I would say it's more of a plush kind of soft cushion, maybe not that kind of responsive or energy return, but I enjoyed it. As well as the upper material, you notice the tongue's very padded. The mesh material is just very soft, it's breathable. This shoe just screams comfort for me. If I had to knock it, it is a little bit wide, generous fitting, but when I cinched up the laces and used the last eyelet, my heel was locked in, so that was good. I just had a little bit of wiggle room in the forefoot. And then besides that, with this mesh on the lateral sort of stops and starts, it did give a little bit more than I would prefer. but I was happy with the comfort, so I couldn't complain. And then the last thing, the arch support was a little bit low for me, and I did add a heel and arch support in there just to give me a little bit more of that stability and support under the arch of my foot. That wraps up our shoe review of the Babolat SFX 4. For more information on these shoes or anything tennis related, be sure to head to Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.